Something in my eyes, I cannot see your lies. You think that I'm surprised? Fall back into your trap, send me your eyes. Don't you think it's time for something?
Alright everybody, welcome back. We have Mix versus Project EVERSIO starting off over here on Dust 2. As you can see, it is Project EVERSIO's pick. Second map will be Anubis, seeing it back for the first time in over a year. And I have to say, one of my favorite maps, so very excited to see that. Of course, joining the official map pool very shortly as announced by Valve. And if need be, we will have the decider of Overpass. It's gonna be quick over towards the B side from Project EVERSIO in this pistol round. Retro finds the first frag onto Zelion. And the second onto Harrison as well. Stekeli finally finds one back for the T side. And Name asking questions towards CT, but bomb planted and a 4 versus 3 retake now. Shots being traded, no frag just yet. As I say that, KD4 takes down Shaka. Finds Name as well, and just Stekeli left. 1 versus 3, unable to do anything about that, is overrun, and Supreme coming in with the defuse as Mix pick up the pistol. Just gonna update the scoreboard really quickly because I haven't marked as a best of 1. One is a best of 3, so just bear with me a second. There we go. Okay, so pistol picked up by the CT side here. EVERSIO though with that bomb plant will be reinvesting fully into this round. And 5 versus 5 this time, so we should have a good game on our hands. As a reminder, the winner of this best of 3, the winner of the upper brackets final that is, will be booking their ticket live. Will be booking their ticket to play live from the studio next Tuesday. So the Blast Bounty studio that will be used in the upcoming Blast Bounty season next week. The guys will have a chance to play their own best of 1 series there. Pocho and Stekeli trading frags early on in this round. KD4 finds one onto Name as well. Luca with 2 of his own, and Auto Director, I have to say, has missed absolutely everything this round. Harrison only good for 1, and Supreme with the final frag in the round will ensure EVERSIO's investment results in absolutely nothing. Just a couple of frags, but no round. I'm gonna make sure that Auto Director is actually on, because it definitely feels like it isn't. It is though, so we'll just have to hope that it works better from now on. Round 3 now. Stekeli with the scout, looking for a headshot into those double doors of mid, unable to land it. Just some upgraded pistols. Doesn't look like EVERSIO gonna do much. As I say that though, Name gets the opening frag. Shaka also finding a kill onto KD4. Did have 2 of his own. Unable to find Retro though. Will take him down and upgrade to an M4 for his troubles. Pocho in the meantime takes down Stekeli, meaning it's just Harrison left in a 1 versus 3. Miss shot over towards Pocho there, and Supreme coming out from behind the long doors will secure that frag and will secure a 3rd round for the CT side here. Quick start to Dust 2 and a quick 3 rounds for the CT side. EVERSIO with a buy now. However, no bomb plant in the past 2 rounds, so it will be a modest buy. AK utility, but Stekeli, having bought that scout in the previous round, will not be able to afford much utility of his own, just a singular flash. In the meantime, on the CT side, 4 rifles and an AWP. Supreme with that Galil though might be a weak point EVERSIO will try and exploit. And Retro and KD, heavy hitters over on Ancient, off to a flying start on Dust 2. 9 kills between the 2 of them. the remainder of the CT side with 2 kills apiece. It was a very even affair over on Ancient. There wasn't one player well above the pack. All of the CTs carried their weight there, and looking to do the same here. That op of Pocho will tag Name down, 18 HP. Stekeli also taken low, down to 16. But it will be Luca the first to fall, as Auto Director continues to miss all of the action. EVERSIO off the back of that frag though, look to rotate towards the A site. I'm confusing all of the bomb sites. And Harrison taking down Retro as well, so 5 versus 3. 5 versus 2 now. Zelion gets himself on the scoreboard. Shaka finding Supreme, and just Pocho left with that AWP does get caught out as well. So despite the shaky start to the round, having 2 players tagged so low on HP, EVERSIO have a flawless round, keeping all 5 players alive, and pick up their first round of the game here as well. EVERSIO, of course, the team to beat locally, winners of the most recent MCL season, and historically the most successful team on the island, looking to maintain their reputation. Retro trying to put a dent in their works, finds the first frag of the round onto Shaka through the smoke. Harrison has Pocho playing very closely on these double doors. As Mix have a man advantage here. As I say that though, Stekeli does take down Supreme. So 4 versus 4. HP advantage though on the CT side. However, EVERSIO, lots more utility and firepower. Minute left on the clock. Still no commitment on either bomb site. And it does look like it is going to be an A hit here. EVERSIO swinging out from the short position. Luca caught on the side, crisp headshot from Harrison. As EVERSIO secure a 1-man advantage for the time being. KD4 through the mid doors will take down Stekeli, evens out the numbers once again. The CT side able to pick up some rifles now, so a 3 versus 3 with HP well in their favor. And Zelion, the last player with any semblance of health on the T side, taken down. Name also falls, and Pocho taking down Harrison as well. So Mix in the 3 versus 3 retake are flawless, and once again establish a 3-round advantage.
Counter-terrorists win.
Round 6 here. EVERSIO left scratching their heads on their map pick. That's still traditionally a map where the T side can have some good halves. Not seeing that just yet from EVERSIO. Mix, on the other hand, warmed up from that affair on Ancient. Off to a flying start here. 4 rounds on the trot. Looking to make it a 5th. EVERSIO 3 players into these B tunnels. Bomb waiting just outside as well. As the CT's complete long control established as well. Re-smoking that B tunnel, but EVERSIO deploying the utility, and they're gonna go for the first frag. Retro 2 of his own in the corner, teared onto Zelion, and just Stekeli left in mid. Flashes have no effect. Luca taking down Stekeli as well. And I said EVERSIO had a flawless round earlier. Mix haven't even suffered a single hit point of damage at all in round 6. All 5 frags in a full buy round as well, nonetheless. And a 5th round for them. I have to say, Auto Director has been absolutely hopeless so far in Dust 2. I have no idea what's happening. Hopefully it picks up. I mean, if it's this bad at halftime, I'll just start observing and casting at the same time, but that would not be ideal. Round 7 now, EVERSIO. Full loss bonus in with a weaker bind. Stekeli through the double doors. Headshot onto KD4 there. Man advantage for EVERSIO. We'll be looking to try and translate that into a round advantage over firepower. Not in their favor. AWP on Pocho. Couple of AKs as well on the CT side. It does look like it is going to be an A split as Harrison catches Supreme. So 2-man advantage now for EVERSIO. And quick out of cat. Zelion spots both players, however, 3 frags from the CT side, a 4th as well. And EVERSIO's 2-man advantage is flipped on its head. Just the Kelly left, only good for 1. Luca with the final frag of the round. And a 5-round advantage for Mix here, 6-1 on the CT side of Dust 2. What a start to this series from them. Out the door swinging, trying to take EVERSIO's map pick away from them in record time. And EVERSIO just the AK of Stekeli in round 8 here. All the players into these B tunnels. Stekeli quick down into lower tunnels. However, Retro has not gone aggressive, just holding mid doors. Will start to push now and does catch Stekeli. Zelion will be able to pick that AK up. Looking for the refrag, but Retro makes his way back in towards CT spawn. Couple of players on this short position as well, looking to move in for support. It is Luca the first. Spots the player on Xbox, tagged down to 50 HP and will fall. KD4 good for the refrag though. Man advantage maintained by the CT side. Pocho caught by Shaka, trying to make his way into a safer position, but Retro, what a shot from him. However, not expecting the last 2 CTs to be in that tunnel's position, and all of a sudden, at 2 versus 2 now, bomb will be going down. And EVERSIO with a chance to pick up their 2nd round of the game. Only flash available to these CTs used there. Supreme spots the first, knows where the second is as well, and gets the kill onto Name. Just 8 HP, but gets the clutch. And Mix maintained their flawless start. Well, as flawless as you could hope against EVERSIO. Just 1 round conceded in the opening 8. 7-1. And it's looking like it's gonna be a stomp on Dust 2. Just to have an idea here, EVERSIO only got the bomb down in 3 rounds that they lost. Constantly fighting an uphill economic battle despite being on the T side. Loss bonus hasn't maxed out here though, and Zelion quick out of double doors will find the opening frag. Is traded by Luca, so back into a 4v4. Finds a second and a third actually. Despite the positive start from EVERSIO, Luca holds his nerve over towards that long position and puts Mix in firm control of round number 9 here. Retro with a kill onto Stekeli on the other side of the map, and KD4 spotting out Shaka will fall, but position known. A 3 versus 1. Bomb has been retrieved, but might be caught by Luca here, or sorry, might be caught by Retro. It's actually going to be Retro caught out instead. And now the CT is given something to think about. A minute left on the clock. Shaka could go either bomb site. It will actually be the A site, but CTs have no idea about this. Pocho looking towards this short position as Luca posted in CT, trying to look both ways. Has decided to place his sights firmly on long. Shaka. A moment of luck, perhaps. Luca looks the wrong way at the right time, able to get onto the site and plant, but going for the long plant. Pocho in a short will find that frag. And despite the 1v3 attempt, Mix continue to hold on this commanding start. An 8-1 lead now. Just like to remind you all that this was Project EVERSIO's pick. Stekeli spots the head, unable to land the headshot though, and will be Pocho instead taking him down. Insult to injury for EVERSIO. 7 rounds down, a man down now in round 10 here. Trying to go quick through mid, Retro lying in wait here. Is Nama and Shaka trying to make their way in mid, but not trying to be overzealous. Retro doesn't care though, takes down Nama. Zelion does find one, but Supreme onto short, taking down both Zelion and Shaka over on Xbox, and just Harrison left. Bomb dropped on short, and the remaining T player left trying to pick up the pieces of this round. Position is known to the CTs as well. And Supreme, third kill in the round for him, as Mix make light work out of EVERSIO here. 9-1. An even better performance so far than against the 4 stack of CP6PO. What a performance from Mix so far. I'm really curious to see how Anubis will go. I'm not sure if that was a bit of a wildcard pick to maybe throw EVERSIO off, or if Mix have actually been practicing it due to its impending return. KD4 opening frag in the round onto Shaka. Harrison does respond with a trade onto Luca there, but Pocho answers back. Harrison taken down. Zelion looking to force the issue against Retro and double doors here. Stekeli in support. However, both of the EVERSIO players taken down by Retro. 17-4. I know I said that there were no outliers over on Ancient for Mix, but Retro over here on Dust 2 leading the pack. A crazy game from him as Mix 10 rounds to the good on Dust 2 here. The first half has been a complete wipeout from them. EVERSIO just 1 round 7 rounds ago. And what an unexpected turn of events here. Pocho spots the player top mid, unable to land the shot though. And will be Stekeli instead taking him down. EVERSIO for the first time in a while, a couple of things to work with. 2-man advantage in this round. Had it before and it didn't work out, but they will be trying to convert here. And if there is anything left to say on Dust 2 for them, they'd have to start by picking up this final round of their T-half. And it will all end over on this A side. Bomb making his way over, will be planted now. Kills being traded, it's 2 for the CTs. Another one as well from Supreme. Harrison though through the smoke, taking down Luca and takes down Supreme as well. So EVERSIO at the end of it all able to secure a second round on the T side. But Mix, what a start from them. EVERSIO definitely need this pistol here, or we might be heading over to Anubis very, very shortly. Now, to be fair, since this was EVERSIO's pick, I do believe that means Mix got to choose to start on that CT side. EVERSIO gonna have to try and make something happen here. Quick down mid, trying to catch the T's off, but player in Suicide does catch the push. No kills just yet. Lots of damage done onto both Stekeli and Zelion though. Zelion just 1 HP. Harrison will find the opening frag onto KD4 though. And 3 of these CT players in mid. However, that has meant that the bomb site B is open for the taking. Just Zelion with 1 HP trying to deny the plant. Pocho does take down Name as Shaka finds Luka, but Zelion's delaying tactics can only go so far. However, Harrison on the other side of the map does find 2 kills, leaving just Retro left in the 1 versus 5. These CT players so low on HP. Shaka, the last player with any health left. Harrison and Stekeli both 1 hits, but Stekeli lands the headshot. And EVERSIO, a crucial pistol picked up by them. And perhaps, just maybe, a way back into this match. Very awkward pistol there. The Glocks of the CTs, sorry, the Glocks of the Ts, not doing them any favors. So many dinks, but not enough. No bomb plant either. Means that the T side will not be investing heavily here at all. Just 4 deagles across the board and a single P250. What a shot from Retro onto Zelion though. 1 deag across the map. Luka looking for one of his own. It is gonna be Name finding that frag and evening out the numbers once again. Lots of chip damage onto these T players. They're gonna have to try and go for these headshots with the deagle. Shaka also taken very low though. Meanwhile, Stekeli takes down Pocho. No man advantage for EVERSIO and such low HP on these remaining T players. Minute left on the clock. And surely Harrison finds a flurry of frags here. Finds the first, won't find the second though. It's Luka instead find that frag. Spots the second player as well. Will find the frag before Stekeli shuts them down. EVERSIO to pick up the 4th, but suffer 3 losses in the meantime. A costly round for the CTs here. As Mix will be in with a buy now in round 15. No bomb plant, so limited utility for them and not a lot of cash to fall back on. Actually, no cash to fall back on. Just whatever's coming in from the loss bonus should they lose this round. But 5 AKs, definitely the rifles you would want to have. And an opening frag as well. As I say that though, Shaka, despite the flash, sprays down the angle, finds 2 quick frags, and flips the man advantage on its head. EVERSIO take the lead in the round. Taking a quick look at the scoreboard, Retro still leading the pack, 19-7. Rest of his team very even in numbers, 10, 11, 10 and 9 kills respectively. Over on the EVERSIO side, Harrison and Stekeli leading the way. Name struggling to make an impact so far and thus to 3 and 13. Zelion as well, only 6 kills to his name. Shaka, couple of frags in this round from him, sees him up to 9. And to be honest, the numbers in terms of kills pretty close despite the disparity in rounds. 50 seconds left here, just 1 smoke on the T side. And Mix taking their time. However, Retro taken down by Stekeli there. Joins Harrison on top of the leaderboard. Will fall to Luka. And Supreme taking down Name. So 2 versus 2 now. Shaka from this car position. Tags Supreme down to half HP. Tried to find the frag. And unbeknownst to Mix, the B side is open. EVERSIO making their way from mid. So bomb will go down and we will have a 2 versus 2 retake. Kit on Shaka. And a couple of flashes as well. Luka looking for the aggressive play, but will get taken down. I got 3 kills in the round, and just Supreme left 1 versus 2. Misses the initial shots onto Shaka there, who will in turn find his 4th of the round. And EVERSIO securing a 5th now. And perhaps for Mix, the nerves starting to build. So close to that magic number 13, but EVERSIO hot on their heels now. 3 in a row. And a poor buy for the T's here. It will be a B hit though. Smoke onto the molly. One flash out. Zelion with the first frag. Pocho, one of his own, onto Harrison. 4 versus 4. Bomb will be going down. And the CTs have been locked out of the site for the moment. Pocho also picks up an AK for his troubles. 4v4 and all of the T players nestled in on this B site. It's not going to be a straightforward retake for EVERSIO. Nade towards that stack position. KD4 taken so low, but it's Retro with the other frag. And Pocho with that picked up AK takes down Name. Stekeli now out of tunnels with one of his own, but the time is ticking. EVERSIO do have the kits, but might be looking to save here, and the weaker weaponry of Mix does enough. EVERSIO concede the round. Trying to get away with this weaponry, it will be Shaka with that AWP. Finding a frag onto Pocho. KD4 and Luca as well gonna go down to the bomb. Nothing to save in it for the T side, but a round worth its weight in gold. 11-5 now, 2 away from victory. And thanks to that bomb plant, they will be able to invest into round 17 here. EVERSIO, the saved op of Shaka and the saved Emperor of Stekeli. And a heavy investment into round 17. No money left over for the CTs though, so a very crucial round. Mix, should they win here, will have a very easy match point in the next one. However, still early days in the round. Neither of these two sides looking to go too aggressive. 90 seconds, no damage done just yet. Nade deployed towards mid. Will do the first lick of damage over towards Shaka, but nothing to be concerned about, just 5 HP. Bomb top mid, along with a couple of other players in support, starts to make its way down catwalk towards this short position. EVERSIO definitely leaning more towards this B site. Zelion close to those double doors, 2 players on site itself, and Name down in CT. Shaka, first frag with that op onto Luca, second onto KD4 as well. So EVERSIO, quick 2-man advantage. Retro also tagged onto 9 HP. And how good is Shaka with this op? Beautiful Dragon Lore there. Gives EVERSIO a foothold in this round. Pocho though, 1 frag back. Takes down Zelion on long. Does not get away for free though. Lots of damage, but what a swing onto Shaka, and Retro takes down Stekeli, also finding Name in the meantime. And all of a sudden, EVERSIO once again allowed this 2-man advantage to be flipped on its head. Just Harrison left in the 1 versus 3. Now Pocho and Retro are so low on HP. 1 bullet will kill either of them. However, no nades to play with. No AK either for an insta headshot. However, might not need it with the tag on Supreme as well. No kit though. And with this bomb around a 3rd ticked. Needs to start considering his options. 3 players holding down the fort, and Pocho at 3k in the round from him. Secure match points for the T side here. EVERSIO allowing round 17 to slip from their grasp. And as mentioned, a very, very poor buy into round 18 here. Makes 7 match points in a row, but perhaps it will never get easier than the one right in front of them. EVERSIO just a solitary SMG on Stekeli, the rest opting for upgraded pistols and utility. Will be Zelion though, quick into lower tunnels with the first frag. Name and Shaka finding frags of their own as well. Harrison taking down. What happened here? Just Pocho left in the 1 versus 5, and EVERSIO, the pistols working out for them, will be able to upgrade for free to rifles. Pocho looking to just do damage here, but only 1 frag onto Stekeli. Oh, sorry, onto Shaka. And EVERSIO somehow, with the limited pistols, upgrade to 4 AKs for absolutely free. Bit of a blink and you miss it moment there. Not helped at all by Auto Director acting up. But credit to EVERSIO, back against the wall, pistols in hand. They make it work now. And Mix left with quite a poor buy this round actually to try and force it over the line. Perhaps a lapse in concentration there. 12-5, you know your opponent's on a weak buy, just trying to get it over the line. Stekeli also gonna find KD4. Man advantage for Project EVERSIO. Shaka also taking down Pochon. Look at the lurk from Stekeli there. As Shaka takes down Retro, leaving just Luca and Supreme left in the round. Five versus 2. A minute left of the clock. And look at how EVERSIO have completely suffocated their map control. Shaka will get taken down. Does give the T side a bit of an opening. Positions known, but 50 seconds left and Stekeli. 2 frags for him, 3 in the round. And the 7th round for EVERSIO now. I have no idea. I'm like kind of pissed off that Auto Director there, like why doesn't it go on to Stekeli? There's a minute delay from GoTV. There's an additional 30 seconds delay on OBS. Absolutely no excuse for Auto Director. We're having such a shit show, but EVERSIO. 2 rounds, 2 crucial rounds in a row there. 12-7. Need 5 more to force overtime. Mix 5 rifles, limited utility, and 5 match points left to try and secure Dust 2 here. Stekeli spotted, tagged so low down to just 2 HP. Over no utility on the CT side to flush him out, so will be allowed to stay alive for the time being. As I say that though, Retro sprams to the door and finds him. Will be traded by Shaka though. KD4 though finds Harrison going aggressive. KD4 knows he's being held. There's an op on that angle. No utility to force his way out onto short. 3 smokes from the T side, but no flashes, no mollies, and no nades. Shaka off the back of that, looking to go aggressive on short. Pocho in the meantime takes down Zelion, so a massive opening on the A side, forcing Shaka to really go aggressive there and will get caught. Just Name left. And not enough firepower left for EVERSIO. Mix steal away EVERSIO's pick of Dust 2. And we will be going over to Anubis very shortly. We'll have a quick intermission, and it will be Mix's map pick up next.
Something in my eyes, I cannot see your lies. You think that I'm surprised? Fall back into your trap, send me your eyes. Don't you think it's time for something else? I asked for something more, you gave me so much less. I wonder why I stayed. cut you off. I knew something was wrong. I shouldn't have to call you back, 'cause now you're mad and you think I dropped the ball. That's a bridge I haven't crossed. Not my fault that you're pissed off. You shouldn't have to treat me like this. Treat me like this. How I'm all alone once again. I just wanna talk and you don't wanna listen, baby. I don't get it all. She don't love me, she loves drugs and alcohol. She said that's how I'm involved. It's everything that happened. Oh no, I don't wanna talk about it. Used to wanna talk to you, but lately I've been doubting. Shawty went outside, grabbed a bottle and she downed it. I thought I lost my sense of pride, but recently I found it. Once again, now I'm back on the cycle. Walk inside the function thinking maybe I just might go. Me and your friends, really not that tight, ho. It's all good now, they all had to cut you off. I knew something was wrong. I shouldn't have to call you back, 'cause now you're mad and you think I dropped the ball. That's a bridge I haven't crossed. Not my fault that you're pissed off. You shouldn't have to treat me like this. Treat me like this. How I'm all alone once again.
I wish I could tell you that I want you here with me, but you'll never love me like the way we used to be. Too far from Saturn, lost in the patterns. Wish the stars aligned so we could be free. Palms are sweaty, knees unsteady. I can't see my head on straight. Heart is heavy, wasn't ready. Don't think I can see your face. Now we're just friends. How long till that ends? It feels like forever away.
Okay, everybody, welcome back. I swapped the camera for a second by mistake, but we are back. Project EVERSIO versus Mix on Anubis now. It is Mix's map pick. Of course, Mix did steal away Project EVERSIO's map pick of Dust 2. Anubis, it's been a while, old friend. I've missed this map. So happy to see it back. But traditionally a very T-sided map, which is perhaps why EVERSIO have opted to begin affairs on the T side here. And this is going to be a quick one towards the A side. Name quick onto the bomb site, and we'll be getting that bomb down. Name struggled quite heavily over on Dust 2, only ended the map with 4 kills. Will be looking to do better today. Does find his first already. Stekeli and Shaka with 2 of their own, but KD4, 3 kills from him. However, it is not enough, as Stekeli will find another and secure the pistol round for EVERSIO here. So, 1-0 for EVERSIO, pistol secured as well. Full investment coming into this round. And Mix will have to reply. Just a couple of upgraded pistols here. Pocho with that 5.7, Luca a P250, and KD4 with the most exciting option of a Deagle. Shaka on stairs, fighting with that connector player. This KD4, who will be rushed by Harrison. Harrison swaps to his pistol, finds Supreme as well, and B-side is open. Luca in Temple will get taken down as well, and just Pocho and Retro left. EVERSIO making quick work out of round 2 here. Shaka taking down Pocho, leaving just Retro with his USP left in the 1 versus 5. Up towards that bridge position, does land the dink onto Shaka, but it is not enough. And EVERSIO secure a second, keeping all 5 players alive. A reminder once again, or for anybody who has just tuned in, the winner of this upper bracket final will book their spots in the main final on Tuesday, which will be played live from the Blast studio in Taali, ahead of a Blast Bounty Season 1 2026. EVERSIO quick towards water over there, as Mix sent a couple of players through connector, one of them going aggressive. Names holding for this push. KD4 could be in for a rude awakening if he is not careful. His attention is pulled away for a second by the mid player there. And Name now going to go a bit aggressive. Don't know if he will spot KD4 here. Might be just tucked in the corner. Lots of utility being deployed. Stekeli taking this duel on mid with Pocho. KD4 finds the first frag, but Shaka and Name catching both Supreme and KD4. Pocho on mid though will find that frag onto Stekeli, so 3 versus 3 we play. 1 minute left on the clock, but Zelion spotting the push of Retro. 3 versus 2 now on the A side, wide open. No kit either on the CT side, and Mix might be thinking about a save already. 3 versus 2, no side control and no kit. Luca over towards camera, looking perhaps for a frag. Does find the first onto Name. Let's not rule Mix out of it just yet. Does find the second onto Zelion as well. Just Shaka left. Finds that frag, so 1 versus 1. And this Pocho with the lurk. No kit though on bomb, half ticked. Has 10 seconds, has to go now. And it really is just a question of timing. But it will be Shaka holding his nerve. 3 kills in the round. And despite the retake attempt from Luca, EVERSIO do secure 3 in a row to open up Anubis here. As mentioned, Anubis, a very T-sided map, so no alarm bells ringing just yet for the T side, but for the CT side, but they do need to get on the board eventually. Round 4 will be a very difficult round to do that in. Very limited firepower here. Just 1 smoke on Retro. 3 deagles. And a couple of other upgraded pistols. EVERSIO full utility, 4 AKs and an AWP on Zelion as well. Shaka out the gate swinging on Dust. Sorry, on Anubis. 6 kills, just 1 death so far. No kills so far in round 4 though. 75 seconds left on the clock. be Shaka. Who else open up this round? Taking down Luca as Harrison finds a kill onto KD4. Stakeli dancing around the pillars with Retro. In the meantime, Name taking down Pocho, so 2 versus 5 now. Bomb will be going down. This Supreme in connector, but Stakeli still over towards this A site will catch him. 1v5 now. Retro, just the 5-7 left. Might try to steal a weapon away from EVERSIO, but doesn't look like they're gonna let him. Closest player is Stakeli. Low on HP, just 3, but Retro only 13 as well. And will be Retro get the better of Stakeli there, but with such little HP, EVERSIO do go hunting. And it looks like Retro is gonna have to take down 3 players if he wants to hold on to this AK. But it will be Zelion with the Deagle, instantly shouting him down, denying any opportunity to save a rifle. And EVERSIO 4 rounds in a row on Anubis. Round 5 now. Lost bonus fully built up, and it will be mixed with a full buy up for KD4 as well. Going relatively aggressive towards the B side there, but won't have any players to shoot at. Damage traded on mid. Luca tagged low, down to 21. Pocho as well, down to 20. And a little bit of damage to Name and Zelion. EVERSIO definitely coming off the better from that engagement. Lots more HP in their favor. But it will be Pocho to find the first frag of the round. Does take Stakeli down, but a couple of refrags from EVERSIO shifts man advantage back into their favor. Name, much better start to life over on Anubis, already tying up his tally for total kills on Dust 2. And Retro going down without a fight over on the A site here. So it will be an open bomb site for EVERSIO to plant on, and Mix left in a 2 versus 4. Supreme and KD4 just looking to hold on to these rifles. As EVERSIO storm to a commanding 5-0 lead here on Anubis. Now the question is, will they hunt these remaining weapons? Money is starting to build up. It's not amazing, but definitely can sacrifice an AK or 2 here. And it looks like it will be Harrison. Spots the first player, but will go down to Supreme.
Terrorists win.
And Mix will be allowed to save these rifles into the next round as well. So, what do Mix do from here? 5 rounds on Anubis so far, nothing's worked out for them just yet. EVERSIO, of course, used to play Anubis quite frequently around a year ago during ESEA, but that was with a completely different core. Only Stakeli and Zelion remain from that lineup. And it is going to be A this round. Harrison down to 1 HP. Makes way for Name. Find the opening kill onto Retro and Luca. Trying to drop down on the side. Gets tagged really low. Will finish Harrison off, but Low himself will be finished off by a nade. As EVERSIO then onto this bomb site. KD4 will find the frag, but needs to find 3 more. As Shaka takes down Supreme and Pocho. Name pushing into that camera position. 3 kills in the round for him. Shuts down KD4 and EVERSIO 6-0. Yeah, it will be a timeout called from the CT side here. Just need to talk things over and see what's not working out, what they've got to do, and how they're gonna put a stop to EVERSIO. Seem to be running away with it a little here. Round 7 now. Loss bonus has been built up for a while, so they will be able to invest into some M4s. No AWP for KD4 though, and Supreme just on an MP9. Limited utility too. Meanwhile, EVERSIO living the life. Full buy, full utility, and a full bank account for 3 of these players as well. Harrison adds insult to injury. Blinded gets 2 headshots. Supreme KD4 out for the count. As Kelly adds insult to injury as well, taking down Luca. 2 versus 5 now. And Mix unable to get anything going. As Nama also takes down takes down his teammate. It's Retro last left in a 1 versus 5. And where can Mix go from here? So Kelly will find the frag onto Retro, and no weapon saved by the CTs once again. EVERSIO meeting their round tally of dust 2 before Mix can even get on the board, and it's looking rough. Mix definitely need to get some rounds on the CT side. And it doesn't seem like round 8 will be the round to do it. Opting for a very humble buy. 4 pistols and an MP9 as they look to save towards some rifles. And Harrison once again opening up the scoreboard for EVERSIO. 2 quick frags, Poch on Luca out of the round. 2-man advantage for Project EVERSIO. And EVERSIO through connect there will find an open bomb site B. Supreme and KD4 making their way towards mid, and the duel that Retro's had over towards that water position will only sell this fake even further. Mix now aware that it is indeed bomb site B. 5 versus 3 though, no kit. 5 versus 2, Shaka taking down Supreme. Retro might just want to hold on to this MP9 and armor, but Shaka won't even allow him to do that much. 11 kills for him, 11 and 2. KD4 does find the frag onto Name, but that is all she wrote in round 8 for the CT side as EVERSIO pick up another one. And it's looking like a bit of a blowout on Anubis this far. Weapons will come out, but the rounds are what is lacking for the CT side. So round 9 here. Mix still trying to get on the board. And Shaka once again opening up the round. EVERSIO flexing their might after an uncharacteristic loss on Dust 2. Really running away with it now. Stekeli also taking down Luca. Ocho tagged low and will be finished off by Stekeli, so just KD4 now as Zillion finds a frag of his own. KD4 will get a frag of his own, but 1 versus 5 required of him. 1 versus 4 now. Has a kit, has some util, but I don't know if he has this. And Name with the flank will find that frag. 9-0 for EVERSIO. And this is a bit tough to watch if you're a fan of Mix. 3 rounds left in the half, and 3 rounds that the CT side could really do it if they are to fight their way back on the T side. EVERSIO not showing any signs of slowing down. 3 quick frags. Pocho only 1 in return. 2-man advantage for the T side. Retro just being tagged down through the door. Unable to do anything from this camera position. Quick onto the A site now as the remaining CT players will slowly limp their way over. Retro just 47 HP. Luca will find the frag onto Stekeli, looking for the second onto Name, won't find it though, and will go down to the molly. Harrison taking down Retro in the meantime, and EVERSIO 10 rounds in a row. Very tough game for Mix on Anubis so far. Two rounds that these CTs really need. But it doesn't look like EVERSIO are gonna give it to them. Quick onto the B side now. It's actually KD4 with the opening pick. Pocho looking for one of his own, will find it. Name refragging in the meantime though. 4 versus 3, low HP on Pocho and Supreme. Supreme though does find the frag onto Name, while Stekeli catches Pocho out in tempo, so 1-man advantage maintained for the time being. Luca trying to make his way up from connector will be mollied off for the meantime, and Supreme caught off guard, taken down by Zelion. Retro there for the trade though. And Stekeli in the 2 versus 1. Mix perhaps in their best chance for a round so far this game. 55 seconds left though. Stekeli more than enough time. Will find the frag onto Retro. And just the 1v1 here. Luca has to hold his nerve if Mix are to find their first round of the game. Bouncing around this pillar position. Stekeli playing so slowly. Just holding. Nosy has more than enough time to go and find this bomb. Luca, the more time passes, the more angles he's going to question, but does find the frag. And finally Mix get on the board. 10-1. And a round 12 that is desperately needed by the CT side, as they look to fight their way back into this map. EVERSIO, no questions about whether they could buy or not. Name after a full buy, still with 13k. Living the good life. The economy, 10 rounds in a row. And a double op set up towards mid. Mix 5 rifles of their own, including that saved AWP, which Supreme will put to good use, finding the opening pick onto Stekeli. 5 versus 4 now. Both sides very passive at the moment. 70 seconds left. Nobody trying to give anything to the others, especially EVERSIO losing that opening duel over towards the B site. It will be Zelion going aggressive, finding a frag. And Shaka as well. Supreme does find a trade and does spot Name as well. Almost gets caught on the refrag. Zelion low on HP. Over 3 versus 3 favors the T side here. And they will be making the most of that numerical advantage. 3 players heading towards this B bomb site. And it's just Supreme lying in wait. AWP in hand in this temple position. Knows that he's locked out from main. Spots the players heading off the site as well, but it will be Name who takes him down. So 2 versus 3 now. hit on Luca, but such limited utility for the retake. Also waiting for his teammate, but misses the opportunity to take down that main player. Position known by Shaka, he will be taken down, so Luca in the 1 versus 3. Spotted towards that pillar and will get taken down with the no-scope from Shaka. 3 kills in the round for him, ends the half top fragger with 15 frags. And EVERSIO ensure that there's only 1 round for Mix in the first half there. After the first half, Project EVERSIO 11, Mix 1. Mix need pick up this pistol and need to string an equally impressive run of rounds if they are to take Anubis away. A series where map picks have been traded, or seemingly the case. EVERSIO picking up the pistol here would all but ensure that Anubis is theirs. And they will go aggressive out of B main. It will be Pocho to find the first frag. Harrison though taking down Supreme. Pocho with that frag on Harrison and an important frag. There was the bomb drop there. Luca taking down Zelion, and it does look like Mix will live to fight another day on Anubis here. 4 versus 2 now. As KD4 taking down Name, leaving just the Kelly left. 1v4. Spotted over in Temple. 2 frags for him. No kit though. And a 2 versus 1 now. As Mix hit the brakes. Still full HP for Stekeli, but 1 good headshot would take him out of the round. Spotted by KD4. Stekeli making lots of footsteps now and will go down to Retro. And Mix to pick up a crucial pistol. I feel like EVERSIO hot form on this map will force into round 14 here. Mix no option but to do so, winning the pistol and with that bomb plant as well. Backs against the wall, 11-2. And EVERSIO actually just some upgraded pistols. Shaka the one spending the most money, Deagle and armor for him. Respecting their opponent, trying not to end this match too early. And will fight a difficult round 14 here. That means they can have rifles in the next. So Mix firepower advantage, but a missed smoke over towards that B site. Means that they're gonna have to wait for this mid smoke to dissipate, and Harrison lying in wait there will fall. So remaining CT players split as Supreme does take down Shaka as well. Zelion and Name moving towards mid, the last 2 CT players as Supreme finds another frag on the A site. Stekeli will fall. And it's looking much better so far from Mix, but still a whole of a long way to go back into this match. Pocho taking down Name. Zelion will fall as well. Supreme 3 kills in the round, all 3 with the SMG. Pulls up a nice bit of cash there. But EVERSIO now with a buy of their own will be the first real test for Mix on this T side. So, looks like a B split from the T sides. 2 players quick towards mid, 3 outside of B main. EVERSIO 2 players quick into connector. Zelion making his way in towards this back mid's position. Retro will find the opening frag of the round, but Harrison quick with 2 of his own. EVERSIO man advantage as they look for a match point here. Shaka from connector will take down Pocho as well. KD4 will stand the bleeding just a little bit though, as Name will find him. Supreme 1 versus 3, 1 versus 2 now finds that first frag. Really needs to find this second frag onto Zelion. Will indeed. And now just Harrison versus Supreme. Ex-teammates on order 0, 1 versus 1. Both players low on HP. And Supreme 1 versus 3 finds all 3 frags. and ensures that Mix pick up a crucial fort and pick up the first buy round of the half. EVERSIO probably not nervous just yet. Full loss bonus now. Still a 7-round advantage over their opponents. And a 1v3, the only thing keeping them from match point in the previous. KD4 will find the opening frag on Tanama this round though. Shot takes a dink there from the Deagle. Will be Luca next, dueling with Zelion, making his way from camera there. Retro takes down Stekeli. Zelion alone on this A side, caught out by Retro as well. Just Harrison and Shaka left, and now just Harrison. Eagle and armor in hand might be worth saving if allowed, especially if you can find a rifle. And Mix, forgetting the bomb close to T-spawn, have to go and retrieve it before they can make their way onto a bomb site. Won't be required though. Luca does spot Harrison, finds the frag, flawless round from the CT side. From the T side, sorry. And a 5th for them. Now, perhaps you start to ask the question if maybe some of those rounds went their favor in the first half. We'll be seeing a 10-6 or 9-7 scoreline. Over as things stand, it is 11-5. EVERSIO with a complete full buy now. 4 rifles and AWP, full utility as well. And a very good opportunity to secure match points. Kills traded across the map. KD4 outside B main, taking out one of those B defenders. Shaka and mid will find a second as well. So man advantage swings in EVERSIO's favor, but only temporarily as Supreme evens the playing field. Taking down Shaka there, who went aggressive towards mid on that bridge position. KD4 with a second kill in the round from this AWP. Man advantage EVERSIO. And Nama now off the back of that, trying to go aggressive outside connector, but Retro lying in wait with a frag of his own. 3v1 now. Just Harrison left on the A site. And it's gonna be Retro over towards B, calling this, letting his teammates know that it's all clear, and Supreme making his way to plant. So just 1 minute left now, bomb will be planted. Harrison 1v3, and seemingly a 6th round for Mix here. This perhaps the last time we're seeing Anubis in this current iteration. Valve did tease a change. Of course, once they announced that Anubis will be rejoining the map pool, Spanjay was quick to ask if we will see any changes due to the extreme T-sided nature. And Valve did say the answer will be yes or will be no. We'll go off there, 6th round for Mix. Harrison will be allowed to hold on to his util, his M4, his armor, and his kit. Seeing the chat here, 5 rounds we didn't see a kill. I'm telling you, this auto-director is terrible. I'm sorry guys. I'll try and start observing myself. Because it's been a nightmare. It's been absolutely... Map 1, Ancient, was fine. Since then, it's been a complete nightmare. So I will be trying to do a bit of both. So apologies if my talking becomes really, really slow. But anyways, no kills just yet. This Shaka tagged really low. And I'm at full. Shaka just 1 HP. And Zillion with a UMP. Quite an unusual pick there. Kelly spots the player outside of B main, but will fall. Pocho and Luca also find a couple of frags, and it is just Shaka left 1 HP. Luca should definitely have this frag if he spots him here, but it's actually Shaka instead who will get taken out by the nade. Just 1 frag for EVERSIO in that round, and now 11-4. Perhaps EVERSIO starting to ask some questions, a bit of doubt perhaps starting to creep in. Mix making this a much closer game than it seemed to be. It was 10-0 at the point. I'll remind you guys, EVERSIO only 1 round since then. 7-4 Mix in the meantime. So, timeout called by EVERSIO. Talk things over there. Perhaps we see a shift in strategy. Try and catch Mix off guard. It's been a very good T side so far. And they'll have to continue being this good if they want to secure their map pick. EVERSIO 4 players quick towards the B site. One of them will be making their way into connector. The rest towards main. And just a single player on the A site. Pocho catches the aggressive push of EVERSIO. Doesn't work out for Stekeli, and Name lies in wait and finds both of those frags. Still 2 players left on this side though. Shaka and Zelion looking to refrag. And it will be Shaka taking down Pocho there. Retro on the other side of the map. Harrison lying in wait behind the pillar. It's all about the timing here. Utility will let him know that there is a player, and I don't think Retro is aware of this. Harrison's been so quiet for so long and will find that frag for free there. However, Luca in mid does take down Zelion, so 3 versus 2 now. They know Harrison's over towards this pillar position. Getting naded out and will be supreme with the frag. So just Shaka left 1 versus 3. Up in hand. Bomb being planted now. A bit of a delay there. Shaka has made his position known. Off shot missed onto Supreme. And 1 versus 3 now. Couple of missed shots. Still undecided whether he wants to commit to this duel or not. Doesn't have any money to rebuy this op. And Supreme will find him through the smoke. A massive kill in the context of this game. Only Harrison with cash to buy. Loss bonus has of course been maxed out, but it won't be a comfortable buy if EVERSIO opts to force. And perhaps a bit of an awkward play from Shaka there at the end. As Mix secure a 7th round in a row. And a great T-side from them as well. 3 to catch EVERSIO. Argonas descending all 5 of their players towards mid, and KD4 could have a very difficult time. Does find the first. Luca with the second and the third as well. Crisis averted. Harrison with that shotgun will find a frag and will get a hell of a lot of cash for that. 6.5k. But KD4 gets the frag, gets out with the op. Luca 3 kills. And I believe it was Retro to find the final frag there. An awkward play from EVERSIO trying to catch out Mix, but they hold strong, and it is 11-9. 2 to catch now, and 4 away from taking the map for themselves. EVERSIO with every passing round starting to get more nervous here. Shaka aggressive with this op towards B main position, looking for an opening frag onto Pocho. Pocho not going aggressive just yet. And no kills or damage for that matter just yet being traded. Shaka now looking to force the issue. Does catch Pocho, looking the wrong way. Man advantage for EVERSIO. Supreme spamming through the smoke towards connector. Bomb has been picked up now by Luca. It looks like Mix will start to make their way over towards the A site. Retro just holding for the time being as the bomb starts to make its way over. Zillion in connector. Might fancy a duel with Supreme. 45 seconds left of the clock. Mix haven't committed any bomb site just yet. Now Supreme does have Retro in support. Zillion just waiting, holding this angle. Does he swing it? 3 of these T players now. And Zillion gonna have a shooting gallery in front of him. But will be dinked and will be taken down. So 4 versus 4 now as Mix make their way onto this bomb site. Bomb will be going down. And Retro trying to hold the temple push. Mr. Kelly through the smoke though, finding Luca. And an advantage for EVERSIO, a good nade over there as KD4 and Retro find a couple of frags. Name, one of his own, crucial frag, but Retro taking down Name. Shaka seemingly seemed to have it for a second, but Supreme over in main in the 1v1, taking down Shaka, securing the 10th round for Mix. Now 11 to 10. Who would have thought from 10 to 0 that we would be seeing an 11 to 10 scoreline? EVERSIO letting their lead evaporate over on Anubis here. And Mix momentum firmly in their favor. KD4 pot shots down mid, looking for a frag. Blows open the smoke as well. Doesn't spot anybody though. And it is Shaka replying with some shots of his own. No damage traded just yet though. And KD4 through the smoke, opening frag for EVERSIO. Name has forced his way a bit further into mid, but doesn't look like he will have a frag for it. Forced out by that molly. And taken down by Luca. 2-man advantage as Mix look to tie up the game 11 to 11. Retro spotting Zillion in connector. And now 5 versus 3. Retro making his way to pick up the bomb. Harrison will find KD4 on mid, so man advantage reduced to just 1. 55 seconds left on the clock, and it does look like it is going to be the A site. And this round, Supreme waiting for his team, looking to make his way onto the site. Zillion and Luca both towards mid. Zillion making some footsteps there. Harrison in this pillar position that he loves to play. Might have given a sound cue for those T's though. And will indeed get mollied off. Has to swing out the angle. Won't find any frags though. Luca also winning the duel with Zillion in mid. And just the Kelly left. 1 versus 4. And bar any crazy plays here, it does look like it will be 11 to 11 indeed, as Luca picks up his 3rd kill of the round. And what a comeback from Mix here. 11 to 11, back to square one. Both teams need 2 rounds to secure the game. Could we have an overtime on our hands here? 1 round apiece for either of these teams, and we would see an overtime indeed. But Mix firmly in control right now. EVERSIO opting to perhaps concede round 23 here. A very weak buy, just the pistols, and leave it all to play for in round 25. 4 players over towards that B site, which does seem like the site Mix do want to head for, so could be a bit of a chaotic round 23 here. Shaka mid with the deagle. KD4 holding more of an advanced position. Does look away at just the wrong moment. Will he go back to the angle? Throws the smoke instead. It will do a little bit of damage, but not much. And actually the shots from Shaka onto Luca doing the most damage there. But Mix have seen so little of EVERSIO this half that they're starting to ask questions towards the A side. And if Supreme does decides to push onto the site, he will find an open site for the taking. Retro holding connector. Pocho over towards B main. Make some footsteps there though. Shaka still on mid. 30 seconds left and bomb now picked up by the T side. They're gonna have to make a move soon. Shaka finds the opening frag onto Luca, so man advantage for EVERSIO, and all of a sudden things getting a bit dicey here. Stekeli, look at his position. Finds that frag, but it is Shaka. Hot on their heels. 10 seconds left, and is there time for the bomb plant? It's gonna be close. 6, 5. Ooh, hits his teammate. Does he have it? Pocho with the plant just about gets it by the skin of his teeth. Shaka falling in the meantime, so the saved rifle is onto Name instead. Supreme with a frag of his own. Zelion over in his camera, and somehow Mix leaving it till the last second. Crisis averted. 12 to 11, and all of a sudden they have the opportunity to secure the victory here. One match point or it will be overtime. And looking like it could be a 2-0 victory here against Project EVERSIO. As a reminder, it was 10-0 at a point for Project EVERSIO. 11-1 as well. And since then, 11 rounds in a row for Mix. EVERSIO, of course, didn't have the best buy that round. Looking to play, leaving all to play for in this final round. And quick through B main, EVERSIO will find 3 frags. And it does look like they've done just enough to force overtime. Just Pocho and Supreme left from Mix. Perhaps wanted to play a bit more of a default round, as they have been punished for the aggressive play. "80 seconds still left in the round, but I wouldn't blame you if you didn't know that looking at who is left alive. Just 2 left, just 1 left now. And Supreme would need the ace clutch 1v5 to secure this in regulation. Able to sneak through main. Heard this player walking past him and will secure that frag. 1 versus 4 now. First of 4. Finds a second as well. But Stekeli waits for him through the smoke and finds the frag. So 12-12 and overtime we go. Given how both of these teams played their T sides, I think the most realistic scenario here is that one team gets a flawless T side and then somehow manages to secure a CT round. I don't see a team winning 2 or 3 CT rounds, to be honest. I think there's been 2 CT rounds in the entire game. 1 for Mix and 1 for EVERSIO. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how overtime plays here. And please ignore the HUD. It did mess up a little. I'll quickly change it back, actually. So just... There we go. Retro does find the first frag of the round. Onto Name. Name been having a very good game compared to Dust 2. So an important frag to find. Harrison with the headshot finds the first. Looking for the second, but Supreme will get that frag. Maintains the man advantage for Mix here. Shaka tagged half HP as well. Bomb picked up, making his way over towards the A side. Shaka in connector with this op. Spots the stairs player. Shot is baited out. Now it is KD4 trapped behind that pillar, but Shaka has decided he wants nothing to do with this duel and will instead make his way over towards the B side. In the meantime, Luca finding a frag over towards A after Supreme had fallen. And what a play from Luca. What an annoying angle for the CTs to clear. And it does look like they might actually opt for the B site instead. Shaka will fall. And it will be indeed a B hit from Mix now. As Luca on that lurk catches Zelion trying to make his way back. A very slow round from Mix. Perhaps a round they should have done prior. But they kick off overtime with a 1 round lead. I'm sorry guys, if you can't already tell, I'm having a bit of a hard time observing and casting, but at least we're seeing some of the frags now. And what a game of Anubis we've seen so far. Versio 11-1 lead. Mix fight it back 12-11. Eversio do enough to force us into overtime, and now in overtime, Mix strike first. And it will be Shaka in round 2 of overtime here, finding the first frag, taking down Supreme on the T side. Retro will get caught by Name, pushed into connector with that pop flash. A 2-man advantage for Eversio. Luca in mid though will take down Harrison. Not for free though, down to just 2 HP, and Name pushing so aggressively towards this Canal's position now. And look at Shaka, look what a lurk from him. So much information for the CT side here. And Zelion with an angle. It's very difficult to clear for this T side. Finds the first. And then a 2 versus 4 now. 2 versus 1. Bomb has been dropped. Luca with just 8 HP, with just 2 HP left, has it all to do. And that nade is going to ensure that he gets no chance in this round. Eversio tie up the score 13-13. So I said that I thought the team would need a flawless T side and at least one CT side. It's a 1 CT round. Eversio have done their part in that regard. A second one here would be a very welcome bonus for them. The Mix really need this final T round given their track record on the CT side. Nade does negligible damage so far. And it's gonna be Retro opening up the scoring here. Just Name left on the B side, will get taken down by Potro. Site open, Zelion out from Temple, will find the frag, will find the second as well before going down to the molly. But that does mean we are in for a 2 versus 2 retake here. And it will be Stakeli taking down Supreme, so just Luca left in the 1 versus 2. Player from Temple, he will find him. Stakeli from Connector knows he's in this position. Stakeli swinging out and finds the frag, secures a second for Eversio on the CT side, and puts them in a very comfortable position going into the second half of overtime. Luca, so unfortunate there. Definitely seemed like he had that dead to rights. But Stakeli holds his nerve, and Eversio now in the driver's seat as they go into the more favorable T side with a 1-round advantage. So here we go, second half of overtime 1. Project Eversio with a slender 1-round lead, but that 1 round could be all the difference here. It's utility traded early on here. No kills just yet though. As I say that though, Supreme, first blood onto Shaka. Important frag, taking down the Opera of Eversio. Stakeli also taken down by Supreme as Harrison gets a kill of his own. And it's gonna be Luca looking for the frag on Nama, will secure it, so 4 versus 2. And Harrison now in connector, looking to make a play, will be held at bay by the molly for the time being. Bomb is on Zelion's back, and he is starting to make his way to join Harrison over in connector. Harrison looking to walk out now of the site. Couple of defenders here. One in Temple, one hiding behind this pillar. Finds the first. And now, all of a sudden, 3 versus 2. Temple Pierce mollied off the angle and Bomb will go down. Retro so far gone from this duel. But might try and catch the connector player and will indeed. Leaving just Harrison left in a 1 versus 3. Big impact frag from Retro late on the lurk. And Harrison is going to walk into a couple of players here. But they walk past him, and now are Mix aware that he's made it past them? No, but only good for 1 is Harrison as Mix do secure a round on the CT side and tie up the score 14-14. So, whoever wins this round will secure match point. But they will only have one match point to play with. Neck and neck on Anubis thus far. And a great game of Counter-Strike all around. EVERSIO quick towards the A side, and is just Retro with an op. Needs to find this first frag, misses, swaps to the USP, but not enough. And now it's gonna be Luca to hold on to the charge of EVERSIO. Harrison spots him, moving towards that top position. KD4 coming out of camera. Shaka finds the frag, finds KD4 as well. And it seems like it will be EVERSIO securing the first match point here. The quick play onto the A side catches Retro with a miss frag. And now, just Supreme 1v5. To try and deny EVERSIO this match point. Won't be able to do so, and it will be EVERSIO to secure a 15th. Mix playing for double overtime here, or it will be EVERSIO forcing a decider on overpass. A massive round coming in now for both of these teams. So here we go, last round of the first overtime, and will it be the only overtime we see in this matchup? A big nade over towards stairs. I believe Retro threw that as he was making his way down the A side. Lots of chip damage onto all of these EVERSIO players, which now makes them susceptible to the insta headshots from the M4s. So great piece of utility there. Supreme does get spotted. And I do believe that was the AWP of Zillion, so not looking to take that duel again. KD4 holding over towards B main. And will catch the Kelly. Man advantage for Mix here. But it will be a B hit from EVERSIO. Big nade damage onto Harrison. 3 players making their way up connector. And this Supreme flashed off and will get taken down. So just KD4 with this AWP to hold onto the side. EVERSIO gonna come barreling out and will get taken down as well. Just Pocho left. And I believe there's a team kill as well. Harrison does take down Pocho though. So 2 versus 2. Retro and Luca trying to keep Mix into this match. Or Zillion and Shaka trying to force overpass here. M4s versus AK. Zillion finds the first frag. They know where Retro is now as well. But Retro does take down Shaka. So Retro versus Zillion. Retro gonna deploy Jet Flash. 5 bullets and gets the frag with the last bullet. Headshot onto Zillion. And we're going into a second overtime on Anubis. How was about that for close? 20 HP on Retro, final bullet in the mag to take down Zillion. Blinded himself, I believe. And wow, what an end to overtime there. So again we go. Let me just reverse the sides really quick. On the HUD. And round 31 now. What a series this has turned into. Retro once again quick down towards A, but EVERSIO actually quick into mid this round, and it is Luca lying in wait. 4 players making their way down mid. Luca finds the first frag, unable to find the second though. And now Supreme over in Temple will catch a player as Shaka also finds Pocho towards that B side. So 3 versus 3, but very low damage over on Supreme. Shaka 48 HP as well, not completely unscathed. As Supreme goes to ask questions again in mid. A cheeky play here. 2 of these EVERSIO players also still standing, and Zillion and Harrison. Bomb has been picked up on mid, and it will be Shaka to start making his way over towards the rest of his teammates. Retro over towards camera, the only player on this A site. Goes a bit aggressive here, might get caught. Or does it work out? Waiting in the smoke. Are they gonna walk past each other? They do indeed. But Zillion is aware and finds that frag through the smoke. A site is open now. And Shaka over in mid. Would love this kill onto Supreme here. Might get it. Supreme just biding his time. Neither of these players going too aggressive. And it will be Supreme who comes out on top. Just holding his nerve for a split second longer. 2 versus 2 retake. Bomb a third of the way ticked. Hit on Supreme. KD4 with this op. Will have to win this duel against Harrison. Making lots of noise here. And Harrison surely has that frag. Dead to rights does indeed take him down. So 2 versus 1 now. Just Supreme left. 2 versus 1. And will get taken down by Zelion. As EVERSIO strike first in overtime too. An awkward round there. Retro gets caught for free. KD4 the same. But just credit to Harrison's positioning there. Able to weave through these CT players. But a close round nonetheless. And a fantastic game. Mix looking for at least 1 round on the CT side here. Nobody wants to have to force a flawless round on either side. A good start here. KD4 with the first frag, but Shaka, even with the flash, able to find the refrag over in towards connector. And now just Supreme left here. Caught with a nade in his hand, and that's the B side open for the taking. Mix with a very difficult retake now, 4 versus 3. Kelly Name making it a 4 versus 1 now. Just Retro left, and it does look like EVERSIO have done enough in this round. Retro tries to pop his way down towards connector, but will get mollied off. And will get taken with the no-scope of Shaka. What a game he's having. Top fragger on EVERSIO's side. 31 kills and 21 deaths. As they say, form is temporary, class is permanent. Shaka, it's been a while since we've seen him in a tournament, but what a tournament he is having right now. Last round of this second half of overtime. Of this third half, sorry, of this second overtime. And it will be Mix left trying to pick up the pieces. KD4 holding towards B main here. Lots of T players going to be making their way towards him very closely. So looks off the angle at just the wrong time. Misses the first shot there. So now Supreme trying to take this duel. Will get taken down low instead though. Has to worry about connector as well. And Zelion from connector will find that frag. Bomb site open once again. KD4 over with the op will find the frag. And Luca tries to deny the plant, but a passive plant from the T side. And a retake required. Luca caught between 2 angles. Gets taken down by Stekeli. And Stekeli through the smoke, finding KD4 as well. Retro good for one of his own. And into the 1v2 we go. Spots the first, but is taken down through the smoke by the second. Stekeli, what a time for a 3k. As EVERSIO, flawless T side from them. And surely now they secure it in the second half of overtime here. Mix 3 required to force a third overtime on overpass, on Anubis, sorry, or we will be heading over towards overpass. KD4, first frag of the round. Cool as you like. Backs to the wall, but still fragging. Retro now making his way over towards the A site. Bomb still just outside that stairs position. And who else but Harrison waiting behind this pillar. Also has Zelion in support, playing towards camera. A double stack on the B side. Stekeli boosting his teammate over on B, but it is just Pocho. Might not expect the boost actually, and could be an opportunity to tie up the numbers at 4-4 on each side again. But Mix playing very passively here. Not trying to lose their man advantage. A minute left on the clock, and Supreme will have to go and retrieve that bomb. Luca and KD4 making their way down mid. pulls away the attention of Name only momentarily though, and a 2-2 split. Now, Retro making his way out onto the site will find Harrison as Pocho takes down Stekeli as well. Name does find Pocho in the meantime, but these players so split. Zelion though, taking down Retro as Luca finds Name. EVERSIO, just Zelion left as Mix know that now they have an empty bomb site B. Zelion surely gets caught out by Luca here, and will indeed. What a game from these players. Retro, Luca, Supreme and KD4 all within 2 kills of each other. Pocho lagging a little behind but still getting the kills when needed. Over on the side of EVERSIO once again, Shaka completely leading the charge. 31 frags to his name. So, round 5 of this second overtime we go. Both of these rounds required by Mix here if they want to stay in it with a chance to win overpass. Miss nade from Shaka there means he won't be able to blow open the smoke, and Retro will find the opening frag onto Harrison, but low HP on a couple of these CT players. Retro and Supreme seen better days for sure, but still man advantage for the T side. And 70 seconds left to play in the round, so lots of time to try and work their way around this. Looks like Name thinking about making a play out of main, but opts against it. Pocho lying in wait. It's been his role on the T side so far, just holding this B main position. Not allowing EVERSIO to push out of this angle. Looking for the silent drop there. Don't know if he manages to do it. Might have been heard by Name. Rest of his team making his way towards mid. KD4 just looking towards camera, but EVERSIO holding such passive angles, and it will be Shaka to take down Pocho going on the push. Name finds a frag of his own, taking down Supreme and Retro. That is bomb dropped, and that is the other connector player taken down as well. So KD4 and Luca to keep Mix in this game. 30 seconds left and a 3 versus 2. Shaka taking down Luca, so now just KD4 has been heard by Name and will get taken down by Shaka, and it will be Project EVERSIO securing Anubis 19-16. What a marathon of a map. We're gonna go quickly to a quick intermission, and then we'll be with the decider of overpass.
I keep dreaming, but my dreams keep flying away. It's somewhere far beyond. Keep chasing them and I never rest for a day. There's something I don't do. I feel the wind blowing my face, but that's alright. I smile at people passing by. Some smile back, some might not. I'm always looking for a shade when it's hot. I've been low key and I'm trying to stop. God, I'm feeling good. Yeah, but when off I go. Really afternoon, it's a fast boy. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. Yeah, but when off I go. Really afternoon, it's a fast boy. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. It's been a while since I ran into you on a street. I wonder if you moved. Hope everything is going amazing for you, and you're not feeling blue. I feel the rain pour down my face, but that's alright. I smile at people passing by. Some smile back, some might not. I'm always looking for a shade when it's hot. I've been low key and I'm trying to stop. God, I'm feeling good. Yeah, but when off I go. Really afternoon, it's a best boy. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. Yeah, but when off I go. Really afternoon, it's a best boy. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. I slip to the right, bind it to the blue. I slip to the right, bind it to
pictures on the wall, staring back at me. Stranger in the hall, frozen by the scene. Portrait seemed to fade, he lost his centerpiece. Can't recall his face, I hope he'll rest in peace. Haunted by my mind, victim or the prey. Everything is fine, take me to my grave. Bury me alive, keeping me astray. Hard to say goodbye to who I am today. Everything is fine, take me to my grave. Haunted by my mind, victim or the prey. Everything is fine, take me to my grave. Bury me alive, keeping me astray. Hard to say goodbye to who I am today. Haunted by my mind, victim or the prey. Everything is fine, take me to my grave. Bury me alive, keeping me astray. Hard to say goodbye to who I am today.
Okay, everybody, we are back for what is the final decider of this upper bracket final between Project EVERSIO and Mix. An absolute grueling gauntlet on Anubis saw EVERSIO come away with the win despite a spirited fight back from Mix after it was 10-0 down at one point, but it is all to play for on overpass. Both teams trading their map picks, and we are left on map 3 now. As a reminder, the winner books their spot for the studio finals next Tuesday. A best of 1 final played live at the Blast studio. EVERSIO looking to go aggressive from long here, trying to catch the T's over in party, and might do it very well. Stekeli has so many players giving him his back, finds 2, and now KD4 in a rock and a hard place. Pocho in the meantime does find a frag before going down himself, and now 2 heads to shoot at here, but won't be able to connect to any of them in a 1 versus 4 for Supreme. Dualies in hand, but unable to find any frags, and it will be the dualies of Zelion instead picking up the final frag of the opening pistol on overpass. EVERSIO 1, Mix 0. So what do these teams have for us over on overpass here? Not a map that we saw too often during MCL Season 3. Not a map too popular in the Maltese competitive scene. It's usually Mirage, so I'm quite surprised we didn't actually see that. But could be a good map regardless. One of the prettiest maps for sure. Was the first map to receive an overhaul when CS2 was released. Was definitely still living up to that graphical upgrade. Shaka, first frag of the round, taking down Pocho. Has Zelion in support, looking for that second player in playground, and will find it. Supreme there now, left licking his wounds, 51 HP. Stekeli nearby, Shaka also taking down Luka, but Stekeli will fall. Supreme might get the gun for his troubles, but we do have Shaka tapping away, trying to deny this, and Zelion back in support. Takes down Supreme there. 1 versus 4 now for Retro. And surely second round for EVERSIO. Indeed the case, as Zelion picks up his second headshot of the round. Harrison not gonna find any frags with that XM. Has to play with it for another round, looking to build up some cash here. And Mix unfortunately couldn't get close to a bomb site in either of these 2 rounds so far. Still early days though on overpass. And the buy coming in for both sides now. Perhaps Mix slightly favored in terms of firepower due to that XM of Harrison, but then offset by the utility, full utility on the CT side. And Stekeli looking for a dueling connector, will find the opening frag onto KD4. Supreme finds one of his own across the map on Name. Supreme down to half HP, firing some warning shots through Monster. Pocho still in connector here. Leon spamming through the wall as well, just trying to do some chip damage. Will be Pocho trying to make his way through connector slowly. Stekeli lying in wait. Pocho looking the wrong way, gets taken down. 2-man advantage for EVERSIO now. 55 seconds left on the clock. Bomb on the back of Retro, but not a lot of map control. And Stekeli, look, how about that for a lurk? Luka in the meantime does find a frag onto Shaka, and Stekeli's lurk might be taking a bit too long, has to pick up the pace. 40 seconds now. And does spot the bomb of Retro. So Stekeli's lurk does pay its dividends, and now Mix, their mind all over the place. Having to clear so many angles to retrieve this bomb. 25 seconds left on the clock. Now down to just 20. And down to the B side they go. Harrison lying in wait. Here's this, calling it over towards Zelion, who starts to make his way as well. Down towards Heaven. 10 seconds now. No utility. What a nade from Harrison. And Zelion from Heaven takes down Luka. Supreme able to find the frag, but needs to plant. And Harrison denying that. Third round on the board for Project EVERSIO. The first buy round as well. And a quick start to overpass here. Mix unable to get the bomb plant so far this game. Means they won't be able to contest this round with anything apart from upgraded pistols. EVERSIO, of course, full buy. And Shaka, first frag of the round, takes down Pocho. Seems destined for another great game over here on Overpass. Stekeli having some difficulty, does find the frag eventually onto Luca as Shaka takes down KD4. Supreme sneaking his way through Market. Retro finding a frag of his own, but Zelion able to get there in time, saving Shaka before Supreme could land any damage. Just Retro left now, Deagle in hand, 1 versus 4, and Shaka doesn't even need the off. Going searching with the USP, will indeed find the frag. Will indeed secure a 4th round for EVERSIO here. 7 kills for Zelion, 5 for Shaka, and 6 for Stekeli. They're leading the charge over here on EVERSIO's side as they start life swimmingly with a 4-0 lead on Overpass. Shaka looking for a duel in monster. Don't know if he'll find one there, but over towards water, gonna have a hell of a lot more duels instead. Harrison will be the first to fall actually. KD4 and Retro and Luca all combining for some frags. Somehow managed to miss every single one of them. And now finally it looks like Mix will put their first round on the board. Stekeli and Zelion all the way over towards long, already conceding to the save. Closest player next to them is Pocho down in connector. Does look like he will be going hunting for these frags. Zelion might catch him though. Just about misses the timing there. Now here this connector player takes down Pocho instead before shifting his attention, but won't be able to find that frag. Does get taken down, so just Stekeli left now, 1 versus 4. Tucked away in toilets here. Will hold on to this M4. 4-1 Mix get on the board, and definitely still all to play for. And after the way Dust2 and Anubis went, I really can't tell you who the favorites are in this matchup. Could definitely go either way, and as a reminder, the winner books a ticket to the studio next Tuesday. The loser drops down to the lower bracket finals, where CP6, I forgot, where the team that lost on Ancient are waiting. These names, I can't, man. Anyways, quick this round, Luca, 3 kills from him. Stekeli only good for 1. What a round from Luca, 3 frags without suffering a single lick of damage. Harrison left on this side will fall to Retro, only able to take down Supreme in the meantime. And this Shaka with the op. And that molly will force him off the angle. Will more than likely be looking for a save now, but what a round from the young gun Luca. Second round all but secured for Mix now. And the deficit reduced to just 2. Got thinking about hunting there, but decides that Shaka can save his op. 3 guns will be saved on the side of Mix as well, including an AWP on Pocho. As Mix pick up a second round. 4-2 now. It's no wonder that this series has been as tightly contested as it has been. The cores of both of these rosters were present at the finals of MCL Season 3 during PlayCon. Of course, EVERSIO had Zelion, Stekeli and Mame eventually winning the tournament. Meanwhile, on the side of Mix, we had the Anarchy core of Luca, Retro and KD4. 2 very good teams here, going neck and neck. Opening frag this round will be in EVERSIO's favor. Supreme taken down by the rushing MP9 of Stekeli out from connector. So the T's shift their attention to the other side of the map, starting to make their way up long with this bomb. Stekeli starting to push through connector. We saw him with this push before, and it netted EVERSIO a very easy round, but it looks like KD4 waiting now. Not gonna get away with that twice. 4 versus 4. Luka close to the site. Zillion lying in wait, tucked in this corner. Interestingly, EVERSIO don't have a very good buy this round. So that frag of Mix, sorry, that frag of Stekeli was very impactful, and KD4's refrag for Mix. Very, very important in this round. 40 seconds left now, and it does look like 3 of these CTs are close to the A side. Shaka, of course, down in balcony, will start to make his way. Retro finds the first frag. Luka with a second. So now Shaka and Name left. And with this op, might just want to save it again. Looking for the frag. Initially, it will be Luka taking him down instead. And just Name left. Luka, another 3k from him. 9 kills in the game. And 4-3 is the score as Mix reduced the deficit to just 1. EVERSIO steamed to a 4-0 start in this map, and now forced to take a timeout after losing 3 on the trot. Mix showing that they are here to play and that they are not gonna be pushed over. So, round 8 now. Mix with an opportunity to tie up the game. Shaka, despite being killed in the previous round, is able to pick up another AWP in round 8 here. It's a weapon of choice, and he's put it to good use so far across both maps. Will he be able to catch Luka here? Looks away at just the wrong time, scopes in, and is caught by Luka. Perfect timing from the young gun. Zillion now lying in wait. His next test over towards long. Zillion going rather aggressive, but will fall as well. Luka keeps his good streak going. On the other side of the map, in the meantime, Stekeli finds a frag onto Retro and really pushes his way in towards the back of the T's attackers here. Pocho might be caught here. Stekeli will find that frag in formation for the T's now, but 3 versus 3 once again as we go. Bomb making its way through Monster ever so slowly, just Harrison lying in wait as Name over towards the A side will have to contest with Luka coming out from long, and Luka gets the better of the timing, but Name able to turn in time. And now Mix forced onto the B side, 2 versus 3. Low HP on a couple of these CT players, but Harrison doesn't care. Headshot onto KD4 and Stekeli, one of his own. 5-3 now. EVERSIO re-establish a bit of a gap between these two teams and pick up a crucial round 8 there. Round 9 will still be a buy round though. Both of these teams more than enough cash to come in with a great buy. Mix quick towards the B side, 2 down towards water. Bomb is next to Monster. No duel for them just yet. Look how aggressive Shaka and Stekeli have gone. Supreme does find a kill in Monster. Name is false as well. Luka over towards short, finds the kill of his own. And now we might see Pocho find the frag here onto Shaka. Very awkward bit of angle here, and this depends. He does make sound on the drop and almost gives Pocho time to swing around with his op, but does get caught. Stekeli with a headshot now, and all of a sudden the 5 versus 2 is a 3 versus 2, a 3 versus 1. The Supreme sends Stekeli flying there. Just Shaka left, and I don't think the Supreme is aware of this hold here. Might get caught when trying to save, but it does look like it will be a 5-4. Spotted actually Shaka by Supreme and trying to force the issue, trying not to let him save, but Shaka, smart play there, doesn't run all the way up the stairs, baits Supreme into a peek, lands the kill, and will save the AWP on the back of that. Luka, what a game he's having. KD4 does go down to the bomb, only just one rifle saved for this mix side, but Luka 12 and 5, same as Stekeli, the front runners on either of these teams. Once again, what a neck and neck series we have here. 5-4. 1-1 series, 5-4 decider map. And this could really be anyone's game. Shaka once again, AWP in hand. Saved, of course, from the last round. Would be Name on the boost, actually, taking down Pocho. KD4 does do a lot of damage, and this nade could be crucial. Where does that land? Ooh, down to 7 HP, just about gets away with it. Jump spotting now, looking for KD4. Be able to see him though, and will get spammed through the box. Great awareness from KD4 there. Levels out the playing field, 4 versus 4 now, and a definite firepower advantage on the T side. Same can be said for utility. Zillion, the only player left with a molly to try and delay any push. And he is over towards connector. 2 of these T players over in long. And quite a slow round now. 55 seconds left. Both of these teams just hitting the brakes. And KD4 will be next up against Harrison if he decides to force the issue from this short position. It's also Shaka making his way towards Graffiti. Holding short. 35 seconds left. And now Mix have decided that they want to head over towards the A side. But are they aware of this play from Stekeli? This could be the round done and dusted right here. And it will indeed be Stekeli taking down the bomb. Zillion also finding KD4 in the meantime. And Mix not clearing out connector will get punished. Not enough time left in the round to retrieve the bomb. Just damage control now, trying to stay alive while trying to take away the weapons and unable to even do that. Zillion with the AWP does take down... Was that Zillion? Or sorry, Shaka with the AWP does take down Luka. So just Retro left as time will expire. Looking just to stay alive here. And the CTs won't force the issue. 6-5 now. 6-4, sorry now. As the back and forth between these two sides continues. Last 4 rounds have been traded. And round 11 we go. Connector is first on the chopping block, and it will be Stekeli taken down, but Name through the door takes down Supreme. It's down to 4 HP. Stekeli doing a lot of the heavy lifting there. Name good to finish him off to ensure that it remains a 4v4, but as I say that, Retro taking down a player in Monster. Name taken down there. Struggling once again this game, currently 4 and 7. Harrison also struggling, only 3 and 5. Still early days, but worrying signs for EVERSIO. Same can be said for Pocho and KD4 over on the side of Mix. KD4 top fragger on Anubis, really having a hard time so far. Pocho only 1 kill. Could have a second here. He is the entry onto this bomb site, but will get taken down by Shaka. Going for the no-scope there, doesn't find it. And Retro puts an end to his reign. Luka also on site, taking down one of the defenders, leaving just Harrison left in the 1v3. Harrison only 3 frags, but perhaps because he's been left in an awkward position on that B site. Now with a chance to spread his wings a little, does find the first frag onto KD4, still full HP, has a smoke and a kit as well. Smoke will be deployed onto the bomb, and it will be Retro playing around this van here, looking for that frag. And Harrison sticking the defuse, but that nade from Retro does ensure that he will not be able to find it. 6-5 as we continue to trade rounds now into the final round of the half. Look at that, guys. 4 rounds in a row for EVERSIO. then 2, well, 3 in a row for Mix, but after 2 it was just trading. So T round, CT round, T round, CT round, T round. And look at that scoreboard. Luka 14, Stakeli 13. Definitely the MVPs for their sides in this first half of Overpass. And EVERSIO now with a weaker buy in the final round. And it's gonna be a bloodbath towards water here. And it's gonna be EVERSIO better off for it. Stakeli 2 frags before going down, but still man advantage. Flash from Zelion, not enough to take down KD4. And Retro also finds Harrison, so despite the flying start from EVERSIO, it is Mix with a man advantage. Retro, expecting the push, still gets caught out, so 2 versus 2 now. As KD4 finds a frag, Portro and KD4, the 2 players who are perhaps a bit underperforming, coming alive in this final round. Name, 5 and 7, the last player left for EVERSIO. Where does he go here? Drops the bomb, does get taken down low, but KD4 so low on HP. And he's not sure where Name is, so Name allowed to swing out and find the frag. As once again we continue to trade rounds towards the tail end of that half. And the 7-5 half for Project EVERSIO is how it ends. Once again, no idea which way this map, this series will go. It's been so neck and neck, but EVERSIO looking to head towards the B side. What a shot from Luka! Immediately shuts down Name. Pocho with one of his own, and a 2-man advantage for EVERSIO now. Sorry, for Mix now, as EVERSIO left trying to pick up the pieces of this second pistol. And this Retro inside connector, who maybe flew a bit too close to the sun, does get taken down. And now EVERSIO could make their way back up to the A site. Zelion posted outside of Monster, looking for the duel here with Pochon. Luka will be the one to find the frag instead. As Stakeli gets taken down again by Luka. What a play from him. He's having a phenomenal match on Overpass here. 17 and 7 after just 13 rounds of play. Shaka, the last man standing for EVERSIO, 4 versus 1. 55 seconds left on the clock. Has picked up a USP and does have armor. So 4 headshots required of him, and he will be on his way to an 8th round for EVERSIO. But with 45 seconds left and a couple of defenders over on this B side, it's going to be a lot easier said than done. Luka first up. Will he add to his tally this round? 3 kills already. And Shaka has been able to sneak away very close and will be KD4 instead. Coming to the rescue, securing that frag. Pistol for Mix. EVERSIO off the back of that, calling a timeout. No bomb plant. And Mix hot on their heels, looking to tie up the game here. Incredible match of Counter-Strike we're watching so far, and an incredible performance from Stakeli and that man on the CT side, Luka 8K. 17 and 7. I'm sorry guys, but somebody pointed it out in the chat and I feel obliged. The score is 6-7. Alright, moving on. EVERSIO with a bit of an upgraded pistol buy here. But nothing really to write home about. Should be a clean round for Mix, unless we see any crazy shots from EVERSIO. And Shaka looking for the first one there. It's gonna be Name instead. Headshot onto Retro. Headshot onto Supreme. And 2 kills in the round for Name. Mix 5 versus 3. KD4 almost gets caught from long. left with just 38 HP. And what are we witnessing? EVERSIO playing these pistols to the best of their ability. And look now what has happened. B site wide open. Luca with a very awkward hold. And Pocho not sure where he wants to play exactly. Harrison calling that the bomb site is all clear, and bomb will start to make its way over, and this could really be a round that EVERSIO pick up. Nama with another frag. KD4 has found one in the meantime, but so low on HP. And Luca now does hear that bomb go down on this B site. KD4 in the meantime still knows that there's a player up towards this A site, but needs to leave him and needs to go and aid his teammate over towards B. Luca, the MVP of this match so far, needs so many frags. Finds the first, needs the second, will indeed find it. Does he find Zelion? Zelion taking down KD4. Luca so low. Spots Zelion, needs to be quick. Stekeli quick on the rotate and isn't quick enough. Zelion jumping up, finding the frag. And EVERSIO with the pistols, securing a round that they had no right to. 6-8 is the score now, and Mix, despite having the chance to secure a round there, let it slip away. And guys, look at that, once again, alternating round after round after round. How many rounds in a row have we alternated the score for? 8 rounds with both teams trading consistently. Just shows how close this game has been. And now Mix with a bit of a poor buy. Unlikely to trade here, if I'm honest. Sending all 5 players quick towards Fountain. EVERSIO, Chaka sneaks towards Party but comes back down. He wants the frags. He finds frag on Zelion with 2. Chaka with 2 as well. Stekeli with the 3rd. Sorry, with the 5th. And Project EVERSIO finally put 2 in a row for the first time in 10 rounds. And put a bit of distance between themselves and Mix. Round 16 now. Both of these teams still fighting for this victory. But it does feel like EVERSIO just managed to break away slightly here. Pocho with the XM could put into good work over here in Connector and just about dodges the molly. Will delayed spread catch him? Won't indeed, and that nade doesn't even touch him, so could do a lot with this gun. Will find the first, won't find the second. As far as EVERSIO is concerned, crisis averted there. Could have been 2 quick frags for Pocho, only good for the 1. 4 versus 4 now. As Stekeli links up with the rest of his teammates, coming in through Fountain. And what looks like an A hit for EVERSIO. Supreme spots Harrison, doesn't find that frag, only the MP9. And Stekeli pushing into Toilets, will find that frag. Retro though from site, will find one of his own, but low on HP. Just 35 left. Looking for this duel with Stekeli. And is instead tagged even lower. So much utility coming out from EVERSIO, but what a shot from Retro. Running onto Zelion. Finds that frag, ensures it remains a 2 versus 2. Luca and KD4. And now just Shaka left against Luca. Luca doesn't fall for the fake tap there. Shaka starts to make his way. And Luca, what a read from him. The old guard of Malta CS versus the up-and-coming talent. And Luca, a great read onto Shaka there. Secures a crucial 1v1 for Mix to ensure that EVERSIO don't get too far away from them. Seven to 9 now. No bomb plant for EVERSIO either, so... Ooh, a bit of team damage onto Pocho there. Unlucky for the CTs. Doesn't matter too much. EVERSIO 4 AKs and an AWP. Always have that insta headshot availability. Interestingly, Zelion with the AWP this time rather than Shaka. Couple of players on long, so definitely could see it come into effect. And Nama and Stekeli tagged so low. What happened there over in Connector? KD4 also seen better days, but I say that the CTs came way better off that engagement. Now Supreme looking to ask questions. Zelion has swapped his op with Shaka. Actually, no. It's Nama picking up the op because of that low HP. Watcher finds 2 frags of his own down towards Monster. Harrison and Name falling. Zelion as well. Stekeli and Shaka, the only 2 left. Retro seems poised to hold on to this area where Stekeli is playing from. Shaka comes out from the back, 3 kills on the bomb site, and all of a sudden, 2 versus 2 now, around that Eversio were completely locked out of. Shaka manages to weave his way between all of the players. Supreme now picks up the pieces, and it is just the Kelly left, so low on HP, 15 HP now, 2v1. Needs this first frag. Over towards Supreme, here's the footstep. Don't know if these CTs are aware of his position. Supreme not aware just yet. And does walk completely over him. 2 versus 1 now. Just needs the headshot onto Retro. Clock is ticking, but Retro will find the frag. Needs a kit. Does he find it? Oh, it's gonna be close. And doesn't have time. Runs out of time there. Couldn't find the kit. So it will be a Versio off the back of a great play from Shaka. Securing a 10th round. Mix. Will that come back to bite them? Will that come back to haunt them? Will that be the decider between winning and losing? Round 18 now. Still everything left to play for though between these 2 sides. No winners just yet, and it's gonna be a Versio quick onto the B side. KD4, 2 kills with the D-Gill. Pistols look like they were gonna do some work, but it does fall apart. Retro and Supreme now. This Hail Mary AK. What can it do against the 3 remaining Eversio players? Shaka tagged low, but not killed just yet. Supreme, the sacrificial lamb, just a USP for him. And Harrison will find that frag, so just Retro left, finds the first, needs 2 more. Has a smoke for the defuse. Looking for the play on short, does find it as well. And now, 1 versus 1, sticking the defuse. Shaka looking for it, isn't gonna find him. And Retro in the 1 versus 3 gets 2 kills, defuses, and finds the final frag onto Shaka as well. Well, we had a brilliant play from Shaka in round 18. Sorry, in round 17, and a brilliant play from Retro there in round 18. 10-8. Mix 2 away from Eversio. Eversio forced onto the pistols themselves. Well, it did work for Mix just a round ago, so let's see what will happen here. KD4, not the weapon you want to have when you're being rushed by pistols, but Supreme there in support, able to quell the storm for now. Pocho from behind, taking down Stekeli. So Eversio, 2 players down already. 65 seconds left. Zelion and Shaka coming down to Kolis. Name with a headshot onto Pocho with the D-Gill. He's been doing such great work with it. Zelion looking to find the frag with the Glock, but will not have the same luck as his teammate. Name left in a 1 versus 4. And what is surely a 10-9 scoreline here as Mix get ever closer to Eversio. unable to reach them just yet. Ever since the start of the match, EVERSIO stormed to a 4-0 lead, and since then Mix have been playing catch-up. Nama with a second kill on the Deagle, unable to find the third, but taking a look at the scoreboard, Mix always just getting as close as one round behind the EVERSIO, but never able to quite tie the score. We'll have an opportunity now, but EVERSIO in it with a buy. No bomb planted there though, so it won't be the best of buys. Not a lot of loss bonus and not a lot of cash left over. They still will have 5 rifles, albeit 2 Galils, and a couple players on full utility. So, round 20, EVERSIO versus Mix. And once again, a very, very close affair. Shaka walking slowly up long. Retro, if he swings, will spot him. Gets caught. Man advantage. Project EVERSIO. Shaka pushing his way onto the side now. As Supreme gets caught in the toilet position. And Shaka finds another frag onto Pocho here. And every time Mix seemed to be getting close, EVERSIO shut the door in their face. KD for 1 frag, but will get caught. Op drop there. And just Luca left. 1 versus 4. Immediately calls for the save. And is making his way well towards T-spawn to save this M4. Once again, Mix just breathing down the neck of EVERSIO. And that's it. EVERSIO shut the door. Dominant round here. But still a very close game. 11-9. Round number 21. What a series this has been. Both teams pushing each other to the limit. Double overtime on Anubis. Going basically the distance on overpass. And we're not done yet. Mix quick down towards this water position, trying to deny any EVERSIO aggression. No EVERSIO aggression to speak of though. And he will blow the door open, looking for a duel. Luca, the one asking the questions here. So Nama lies in wait, waiting for any potential boost. Will be Stekeli, spotted by Luca, taken down. Nama holding close. Luca on the drop, lands a dink and lands the headshot. 2-man advantage for Mix, courtesy of Luca. EVERSIO 5 versus 3. Left stranded across the map, now starting to regroup towards this fountain position. Shaka and party leading the charge. And we've seen before what this man is capable of. 5 versus 2, snuck behind everybody and secured a crucial play for a crucial round just some minutes ago. Can he do it again now? 5 versus 3, Zelion and Harrison in support. Over on this A side, Pocho with an M4, Retro. Sorry, Pocho with a FAMAS. It's Retro with the M4. And 3 T's in attack. In the meantime, Supreme and Luca working on a bit of a flank. They'll have to pick up the pace though. EVERSIO making their move. And Pocho immediately caught. Retro really needs to find the frag. Supreme good for 1. Retro finds another and a second as well. Finishing off the round there and saving an op for his troubles. Mix 1 away once again, and we've gotten back to alternating our rounds after EVERSIO managed to pick up 2 in a row. Or was it actually? No, it was Mix picking up 2 in a row actually. 11-10. Will EVERSIO shut the door on Mix once again? and secure a match point. We can only alternate for so long before EVERSIO take this map and take the series. I'm holding for the push here. Will the CTs force the issue? Supreme definitely thinking about it. Needs to watch out from connector as well. Has Luca in support. Luca gonna hold on to this angle for him. Supreme now, as that angle is smoked off, will start to make his move. Over in connector, Stekeli once again holding the fort. And over towards Long Shaka. Spotted out by KD4 now. Wants to go for the re-peek, but needs to be careful here. All of the T's are positioned towards the B side of the map. Stekeli will find Luca. Harrison takes down Pocho, and it will be a B hit now. Supreme staying in a dangerous position, looking for the frag onto Stekeli, won't find it. Zelion with the pistol out takes him down, and KD4 falls to Name. Retro good for one, but so far away and so far detached from this engagement. Will opt just to save the AK. And once again round alternated. Once again EVERSIO shut the door, and EVERSIO now secure match point. To 10. Do or die time for Mix. EVERSIO 2 match points to play with. And Retro and Supreme quick into connector. Stekeli and Name also positioned here. Boost over towards B side. KD4 and Luca, I believe, on top. A site completely open for the time being. A complete investment into this round from Mix. Very, very tough round to try and stay in this game. EVERSIO, possibly their easiest chance to close out the series that they're gonna have going forward. And they seem to have the right idea. Slowly towards party. Just KD4 with a lone deagle on this A site. Shaka. Started, but does fall. Trade. And if you're Mix, perhaps that's a trade you will favor at this point in time. But this is Retro going down. And just KD4 here. Luca now in support. And Pocho also making his way. CTs are aware that it is going to be an A hit. And EVERSIO quick onto the site. Luca finds the first frag. Crucial frag from him. Finds the second as well. Goes down to the player on long. Does deal damage though. And gives his team something to work with. Supreme over in the flank here. Should definitely have a frag. Finds the first. Will he find the second? Harrison in a tough position and will go down. And Mix, when their backs are against the wall, Luca pulls something special out. 2 kills to hold down the side. Supreme on the flank. 3 of his own. And we require all rounds of regulation between these two sides. 12 to 10. 12 to 11, sorry, as we have a match point for EVERSIO. Overtime if Mix can win this. Luca quick into water. For a duel with Zelion here. Will get caught out, but the rest of EVERSIO are quick onto the B site. And the bomb is going down. 4 versus 4 retake. KD4 does find the first frag. 4 versus 3 now. Mix need this retake to stay in the match. Retro, KD4 combining for another couple of frags. And Supreme taking down Harrison. And it will be overtime once again. 24 rounds are not enough to separate these two sides on overpass. Round 25 here. Project EVERSIO 12, Mix 12, nothing between these sides. Whip down short. Harrison, 2 frags this time. Leaving just Pocho on the B side alone. Will find the first frag onto Name. Needs another and finds Shaka. Can he find the third? Will indeed. Harrison going down. Pocho doing it all alone. Able to reload as well. Will he be able to find? Stekeli won't. So 2 versus 2 we play. EVERSIO bomb down on the B side. The Supreme and Retro look to capitalize off Pocho's heroics. Stekeli takes down Retro, 2 versus 1 now. Supreme, the only player left. Does tap the bomb, needs to stick it though, and won't be able to secure the round. Zillion with the final frag. Project EVERSIO take the lead. Oh my god, I messed up the HUD, the overtime HUD. Let me see. There we go. EVERSIO once again established their lead by the slimmest of margins. Mix have to fight back from behind once again. Retro missed shot. Supreme out from connector will find the frag. KD4 finds another. Supreme unable to take down Name though. Retro makes up for his missed shot earlier, taking down Name now. This time, just Shaka and Harrison left. Harrison over towards toilet. Shaka making his way down long. Retro has a couple of teammates in support over on the back of site, but EVERSIO still time to play. Can retrieve this bomb and can decide to change their bomb site. KD4 waiting way in the back for any potential rotates. Pocho, first frag. It's dueling Shaka. Shaka nade in his hand. Harrison in support now, but KD4 takes the headshot.
Counter-terrorists win.
13-13, Mix tie up the score. EVERSIO split across the map, a 2-1-2 split. KD4 and Luca combining on the stack once again. Luca 25 and 15, Shaka 22 and 19, Stekeli 24 and 16, Retro also 23 and 15. The leaders of this map, leaders of Overpass, leading the charge for both of their teams. And Supreme will have a duel here with Shaka. Shaka continues his reign of terror, picks up that frag, man advantage. Retro looking to get it back here, but that flash scope heard by Shaka, sees it and gets the frag. 2-man advantage for EVERSIO. Harrison taking down Pocho as well. As KD4 falls, just Luca left. Has to go for it last round, but in the 1 versus 5. What can he do here? He's been having a great game, but even this might be a bit out of his reach. Tsunami hears him coming and gets the frag. So EVERSIO end the round. End the first half of overtime with a 1-round advantage. EVERSIO on the CT side now. It will be Name on the boost, taking down KD4. Luca low on HP as well. EVERSIO establishing early foothold in this round. Harrison, advanced position, takes down Luca. A 2-man advantage for EVERSIO. Harrison spots those monster players. Retro with the bomb. Almost falls. Supreme will fall in his stead. Down to 30 HP. 55 seconds left. 2 versus 4. Ocho and Retro. They'll have a lot of work to do. We'll be heading to the B side, so a 2-2 split. Namen spotted Pocho there, going for the spam, almost takes down Retro. Down to 9 HP. Retro does fall eventually. Shaka finding that frag. And just Pocho left. It will be Shaka finding another frag. 2-round advantage for EVERSIO. And now a 2 map points as well. Mix need to win 2 and force double overtime, or it will be EVERSIO playing in the studio. Retro into connector. Stekeli lies in wait. Luca finding the first frag in the meantime over towards Shaka. Retro a frag of his own. 2-man advantage for Mix now. They're saying it is not over yet. Harrison down into water. Needs to make an aggressive play. Needs to try and get some info for his team. Luca all the way up long. As bomb starts to make its way from in front of Fountain. Smoke will delay the push ever so slightly. As Nama makes his way down towards B side just for a second before reconsidering. Goes towards A. Harrison in the meantime takes down his old teammate in Supreme. Reduces the man disadvantage to just 1. But it will be Anarchy out onto the side quickly. Name good for 1. Retro is taken down. Luca quick onto Zelion though. So now Harrison and Name 2 versus 3 over on this A site. Name looking for that frag onto KD4. Just about manages to weasel away. Now here's these footsteps, but tucks himself comfortably in the corner. And Pocho finds the first. KD4 should have the second. Not yet. And Harrison finds his second frag as well. Just Luca left against Harrison. 1v1. Bomb so far gone though. No util either to fake it. Actually had just deployed the smoke, but Luca able to swing out and find the frag. Project EVERSIO 15, Mix 14. And all the rounds required of overtime. If Mix picked this up, we're heading to a second overtime on Overpass. Another double overtime potentially on the cards here. And how close have these two teams kept it? Shaka draws first blood. Takes down Luca, the top fragger on this side of Mix. Couldn't have been a better kill, as Harrison also takes down Retro. Pocho able to find Harrison though. Keeping Mix's hopes alive. Name aggressive hold over towards connector. Pocho needs to be careful here, could get caught out. awkward hold, but they just about miss each other. And now the 3 remaining T's on the side of Mix will start to make their way over towards seemingly the A site. 1 minute left. 1 minute stands between EVERSIO and the Blast Studio. Stekeli over towards Long. However, he's not gonna have anything to do just yet. As Mix, they all come from Banana. Shaka takes down KD4. It's a 2 versus 4 now. Pocho and Supreme. Name takes down Supreme. Just Pocho left in the 1 versus 4. Finds the first. Skelly taken down. 28 seconds. Needs to recover the bomb. Needs to get onto a bomb site. And Name, aggressive in connector, waiting for this. And this could be all she wrote. Pocho able to get the bomb. Starts to make his way back out. Needs to book it towards the bomb site where Shaka lies in wait. 10 seconds. Don't know if he has time to plant. And time running out there. Shaka with the final frag. Project EVERSIO in overtime after a grueling 3-map series with 2 overtimes, including double overtime on Anubis, do secure the victory. EVERSIO secure their ticket to the studio, while Mix will fall down for a rematch against CP6PO. Gonna go to a quick end screen, and I believe that is it for today. If the stream starts up again though, we will be going to that lower bracket final between the final 2 teams.